Hadouken!
Hi there and welcome to Tets, Tat and Trinkets. Today I'm going to have a bit of a look at the first Link Traveler figures I got. This is the Character Select 01 with Vehicle Wave that was online Gashapon exclusive. Let's go! Coming in at an eye-watering 1500 yen a pop, you've got a 16-ish% chance of getting the one you wanted. Yoicks! Okay, just to let you know, I got 2 girls, 1 guy.
Yes!
And a vehicle. First off, we'll go for the mechanical lass. They have English on the bottom, and they use the term lass. Someone got their thesaurus out. She comes in a flat pack baggie, which looks a bit like this when you open it up. Being a series somewhat related to Gashapon Quest, the figures are built in the same way. You can expect some limb popping. It doesn't take you long to do so, and you will soon have a lass with a trait of mechanic in her underpants soon enough. Nice booties though. The paintwork on the face is really nice. She comes with a pair of goggles that sit awkwardly over her hair, but are extremely secure, so that's cool. For your 1500 yen, that's all you get. Next up, the experienced mechanic. This one is exactly the same mold, but with different colors and hairpieces. Her goggles are attached to a hairpiece on the forehead. All the coolest people do this. She comes with a different face and a ponytail hairpiece. Since these guys are in their undies, their articulation is pretty good and unhindered. Even their balance isn't too bad. The base bodies come with a ball neck, pin-hinged shoulders, pin-hinged elbows, swivel due to interchangeability of wrists. A ball-jointed ribcage allows for some great movement in all directions. A waist swivel. Ball hips. A thigh swivel. Hinge and pinned knee. Ball ankles. Naturally, depending on accessories, the level of movement available will change. General sculpting on these two is pretty good and I have no complaints. One area that is different from Gashapon Quest is that they have a port in their back for stands or easy accessory placement. While it does look a tad unsightly, I think it will be more secure than the Aqua Shooters ones, and therefore appreciated. Moving on, let's have a look at the Resistance Commander guy. This guy actually has clothes. The build is very similar except for the legs. His thighs are made up of different pieces for puffy pants, and his calves are made from 2 halves with a pin joint that needs to be inserted. I suggest being very sure you get the pin in the right way around before committing to closing the legs, as you won't be able to get it apart again. He comes with some kind of belt accessory and an annoying hairpiece. He also has a pretty cool scar over one eye and, a chin strap beard. Friggin' hipster. Probably has a vinyl collection and a monocle at home somewhere. While he has the same articulation as the girls, you'll find his hips are a bit hindered by the puffy pants piece. He is prone to hip blowouts. Get it? Sculpting is pretty cool on him though, and I do get a special future agent feel to this guy when I look at him. Shame he didn't come with any weapons. Since these guys are very similar to Gashapon Quest, are they cross-compatible? Kinda, yeah. The girls are able to fit with many pieces, but the commander, you'll find his slimmer face limits his options somewhat. Also, while the girl's neck peg goes into their head, the commander's goes into his hair. So, Gendered modularity, Bandai's bold choice, especially in this day and age. Finally, we'll have a look at the vehicle called the Sleipnir, which is apparently named from the horse of a Norse god. There you go. It's getting weird in here. As it turns out, Sleipnir is formed by combining the smaller Hugin and Munin together. What cute names. These names come from a pair of Odin's ravens. Hugin meaning mind and Munin meaning will. Kinda roughly, you know. Hugin, the jetpack that dreams of flight, but lives as a wheel. It can be plugged into the back of a figure and actually looks pretty groovy. I like the slightly eagle, possibly raven, tail feather thing going here on the bottom. Munin, the futuristic trike or failed drone prototype. It's hard to say. The side panels can be rotated around and are required as training wheels. It does look pretty futuristically weird. Assembly was, let's say, interpretive. Instructions were vague, some parts were imposters pretending to be identical, and my patience took structural damage as the instructions are not terribly clear. It took me a fair while to slap them together. I gotta admit though, the end result is pretty cool. And it's nice to see some official bigger accessories from Bandai for these guys. Sleipnir is formed by a little bit of parts changing and fitting together Hugin and Munin. You end up with a very solid looking future bike. It comes with additional clear wheel stands, but really the wheels are thick enough to not really need them. Figures can be mounted on them with a bit of faffing about. Naturally, the amount of faff required will depend on what you equip each figure with. I have acquired some clothes for the mechanics, but I haven't got around to setting them up yet. It's part of another set. Stay tuned. So, overall, this character wave is pretty nice with some decent stuff, i.e. the vehicles. I will freely admit that the base figures with no accessories is a bit sharp at 1500 yen, especially since they all seem to look the same quality as the waves where you can get a figure for 500. But I guess this way, you are guaranteed a figure, as opposed to, say, getting a hat. Is that a good thing? Philosophers are still debating. I am very curious to know how the cost system works with these, to be honest. The concept of value often rears its head while I look at these, as some rolls will not have the value to them. Anywho, that's a bit off topic. Some rolls feel like treasure, others like regret. Bandai's business model, emotional roulette. So there we go, that was the beginning of Link Travelers. What do you think? Bye bye now, bye bye, thanks for watching.